The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snack Box.
Cliff's currently at home today. He's not going to work. Now, tell me if you think this is my fault or not.
Oh, I know it's your fault. You told me yesterday.
I don't think it's my fault still. It kind of is. To be any sort of medical professional, you have to have a licence, I think.
Oh, what?
What's it called?
When did that happen?
Well, that's ridiculous.
There goes the weekend job.
The registration, a yearly registration that you've got to pay. And if you don't pay it, apparently you can't practice as a medical
Oh, it's the rego.
A registration? Yeah, like a car registration.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
A doctor registration.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cliff texted me during the show yesterday and goes, "Did you see a email from such and such about my registration?" I'm like, "No, don't you get it sent to your email address now that I don't work for you?" Because, I quit working for him last year. And he goes, "No, it's gone to," and he said my email address. And so I looked into my spam account and there it is saying,
I'd have been filtered off to the one.
It's gone to my spam account.
What does that go to spam? Yet all the crap we get in our...
I know. It's weird. So it had gone to spam and it had a couple of them saying, it's due. Then the last one yesterday said, "You can no longer practice. You're deregistered."
Oh my God.
And he said, "I can't practice again." I can't be a doctor again until I'm back on the registration, which will take 5 business days, because I've got to cancel hundreds of patients over the next. I'm like, surely you've been a doctor for 100 million years. It feels like. Can't you? Come on, they'll just let it through, won't they? Just pay your money, they'll let it through. He goes, "No, they're really strict."
Yeah, well, I guess they have to be, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's good they're strict, isn't it?
What, so his entire thing's...
So he's at home today, probably listening to the show. Good morning, Cliff.
We never get to listen to the show, so that's good.
Yeah.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snack Box.
Knight's Choice taking out the cup.
Yeah.
A win that no one predicted.
And then the only people that I know that have backed it was Mitch for $1, but that was like an omen bet.
Yep.
And then Lutzi said that Kian Dickens from Sky Racing, the Gilgandra gal, that she tipped it like for real, legit.
I sat next to her and didn't back it, but I guarantee you...
You didn't back it. And
Kian Dickens, Sky Racing analyst, the most astute judge of horses I've ever met, I might say, tipped it and has a great connection with the horse as well. Kian, good morning.
Hey, team.
Now, explain exactly. I mean, I still think you did tip it, but I thought you were just getting emotional about a horse that you love more than a tip. That's why I didn't back. I don't feel like you expressed enough to me that I need to back this thing. Now, answer that allegation.
I don't know. It keeps happening with us. Like, I work for Sky. It's what I do for a living. I don't know how many more times I need to tell you.
Just listen,
when I've
listen.
something.
I mustn't be a good listener.
Is it true that they bought that horse for $85,000?
Yeah, they did, and it's a pretty cool story. He's only a tiny little horse, and he was actually beaten in a Kilcoy maiden, so a country maiden race. So, things weren't looking great for him, I guess, in the sense of what his return was going to be on their investment they outlaid. But that was the run that really caught my eye because he got back in the ruck, and just how he found the line was really good. Anyways, then he went on to win his next 4 in a row. They were offered $3 million for him from overseas, knocked it back, and people tore him to shreds for knocking back the offer because nobody thought he was going to reach the heights that he did. And yesterday he sort of beat the world, so good on him.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah, you were quite emotional, Kian, because it's a local connection you have. Well, it's a local the jockey. Like Robbie's obviously Irish, but he's based up here. Like, talk us through why you were emotional about it.
He would have to be my favourite little racehorse, and I have always, I guess, profiled that horse and was happy to go out and say probably about 12 months ago that A, I think he'll win a Group 1, and B, I think he's very, very special because he had this really good asset that a lot of stayers don't have, and that was his turn of foot. He's got a really sharp last 600 sprint, whereas when you get up over trips, horses tend to sort of just be quite one-paced. And this little horse, he just has this really great sprint, and he's able to defy mathematical odds. Lutzi, we were talking about how races are run, and sometimes if they go really steady up front, it could be hard for the back markers to make ground. And
Which is what happened yesterday, right? I remember because there was a group of us standing there and we was going, geez, they're going really slow, which means the back, that's better for the front runners, right?
Correct. They get away with what they call, cheap sectionals, and they're able to sprint again, and the damage is all done up front, and the back markers mathematically can't reel them in. And this little horse just has this turn of foot, and off I was watching him the whole way, and he was making this weaving run through the ruck, and he just needed the splits to come, and they were opening up like the Red Sea.
Yeah.
And
It was still sixth or seventh, and like what happened was Kian started punching me, like literally going, wait,
that's not
here
cool,
it comes,
Kian.
Here it comes, whacking me.
That's not cool.
Like, I've got bruises, like whacking me, here it comes. I'm like, what are you talking about? And somehow you called it pretty early that it just started, as you said, just manoeuvring its way through the field.
Finish. So how much do they get for winning yesterday?
I think they take home $4 million.
Oh, wow. And think about that, Suze, because these are not super rich people, it sounds like, that that bought this horse for $85,000 to knock back $3 million.
Be hard to do.
Cash. Like every time the horse goes out there and runs, like who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like that's an incredible story.
Do you know the jockey as well, Kian?
Yeah, so Robbie Dolan is a really cool little Irish fella, and he actually was a finalist on The Voice.
Oh, was he really?
Someone was saying that yesterday.
Could someone track that down?
Have we had him on? I've got some memory of that now.
Yeah, he's a cool little dude, but like,
The Voice.
we find him a little annoying because he's always singing.
Is he really? Is he really?
Oh, he's a real, he's a little bugger sometimes, actually.
How much did he pick up, Kian, for riding it?
So I think he gets 5% for the prize money, and then he gets his normal riding fee too, which is $257 or whatever it is. So, and then he would have got a sling. So,
right.
And then he said he was meant to be riding at Ipswich tomorrow. He said, but I don't think I'm going to make that. That makes sense actually, because he said that he was talking with one. How good was Billy Slater, by the way? Like, if you haven't seen it,
everyone was going off at the lunch about Billy Slater. Everyone wants to marry him.
He's a gun.
That's one of the
And
great
be with him.
appointments of all time, isn't it? Like, he's going to keep that job forever. Like, he's unreal.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think the difference with Billy is he was asking the right questions.
Yeah.
It's always about asking the right questions off the back of interviewers. He's not telling them what they already know. He was asking the right questions. I thought he was fantastic when I watched it back.
And that's interesting.
Yeah.
He's a gun.
And one of the other Irish jockeys said to Robbie Dolan, who won as they were going back, said, "You'll get to meet Ronan Keating now."
Like, that's the highlight. Oh, God.
Thanks, Kian. You can catch, again, Sky Racing, the best in the business, Kian Dickens. Yeah. She does it again.
That was great.
Thanks, guys.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snack Box.
Susie's 6 weeks of celebration.
Yeah, final weeks of Suze on the show, and we're going back through some of our favourite moments, and we've touched on some pretty big ones the last couple of weeks. And
We have.
I thought of a good one just the other day. Remember Missy Higgins?
Yeah.
Remember Missy Higgins came in and we sang My Heart Goes Boom together with her.
yeah.
And she sang Night Minds for us.
Night Mines.
That would have been a good
Out of
one.
the
Alliance.
Alliance, yeah.
Anyway, is that the one for today?
It's not the one today.
No, it's not. But
Yeah.
That would have been incredible. If you know what, if that had been the one for today, I would have gone, "Oh, this is rigged."
yeah,
Like it would have been too
Too planned.
too perfect. Yeah, I wouldn't have bought it actually. I hope it's not that one.
Is it?
It's not that one.
What
No,
is it?
look, we're going back to our time at Fukuoka and the lead up to it, because Suze, I mean, known for being a champion, known for breaking records, and you had a little something extra before our trip to Japan.
Mission Swim Possible.
Susie O'Neill made a spectacular comeback. The Olympian swam her first race in almost a quarter of a century, breaking a new world record.
Pumping through strongly, probably where the great British athlete closer to camera is right there with her at the moment. It's O'Neill and Ware. I don't think Nakayama or Akita can win from here. O'Neill slightly from Ware. Is she going to hang on? Geez, I tell you what, Ware's sticking in there. O'Neill needs to finish on strongly. It's stroke for stroke. O'Neill and Ware. O'Neill furthest from screen. Can she get it? She needs a nice touch. She gets it. O'Neill in 29.08. A new world record, Ashley Bradnam. A new world record.
I'll tell you what.
Wow.
I mean, the swim was great. The call was excellent.
Commentating was very good. Very good.
Goosebumps.
And the competitor wear was great. So she was English girl, and
Yeah.
before the race, because I was really nervous, and I was like hyperventilating and being an idiot. She grabbed me by the shoulders and goes, "Just relax, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
In, out."
She probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because you beat her.
Yeah, she would have beaten me if I had just kept my usual frenzy that I was going
I think
with.
she got us in the relay.
Was she in the relay?
I think so.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
know.
she did my leg, third leg.
Oh, she got you in that leg.
Yeah, she made it known as she left the pool as well.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Oh God, they always hold a grudge, those British
I
swimmers.
went, relays. Relays wary. We got you where it counted.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie Snack Box.